Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Severe here to hit y'all with another quick reaction. Just got a question. Why do they think Jaguar Wright is a conspiracy theorist? That's what I want to know. Let me know, y'all. But before y'all do that, y'all go ahead and smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, drop a comment, y'all. We got Jaguar Wright spilling the tea. Let's get busy, y'all.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Jaguar, she's outside still talking. But defamation, even if you don't have any money for people to get, it still stops you from saying certain things.
Y'all better get in here for this one, because Dame Dash just set the internet on fire after he went off on Jay-Z for trying to silence Jaguar Wright. Dame said the claims that Jaguar made about Jay-Z and Beyonce are 100% true, and that's the reason why they decided to send her a cease and desist, instead of just suing her for defamation, because they know Jaguar has receipts for what she's saying, and they don't want all that to be out in the public. Dame and Jay used to be real close, and even partnered up to create the now dissolved Rockefeller Records. However, Dame distanced himself from Jay after Jay betrayed him and started linking up with industry creeps like Diddy and R. Kelly. Dame is actually one of the people who believed that Jay was behind the death of Aaliyah, and it looks like he ain't backing down from that, because he's now linking up with Jaguar and exposing Jay even more than he already has. Child, this feud between Jay and Dame just got a whole lot messier, and we finna get into it and spill the tea.
I'm going to pause it right there. Let's get busy. Let's talk about it. We got Jaguar Wright that's been in the industry for a while, even worked with Jay-Z for a while. So I think she's seen the ins and outs of the industry on both sides. Now, they talk about sending her a cease and desist. Now, it's honestly saying that she got some truth to it, because sending the cease and desist is just a warning. If y'all think she's claiming false narratives, y'all would have hit her with the lawsuit. But they didn't do that, man. What we doing?
This fiasco started just a few weeks ago when Jaguar appeared on Piers Morgan's Uncensored show to make some wild claims about Jay and Beyonce. Jaguar has been speaking on Jay for years now, because she actually got to work with him at some point in her career, and she witnessed some of the things he did firsthand. She accused Jay and Beyonce of allegedly filling their unsuspecting victims up with illicit substances, and once they were unconscious from ODing on these substances, they would fly them over to their house to do unimaginable things with them.
I'm going to pause it right there, man. It's like that Diddy playbook. You party, you slip on a Mickey, they pass out, now they flying you back to the crib to do God knows what, man. That's crazy. We can't be having that, man. We ain't doing that. Nephew.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
I already know what it is, man. This is what the Hollywood and elites want. And that's what they doing. This is how they party. Rick, you going to that party?
No, sir. Not me.
Man, this is crazy. It's all going to unfold one way or another. You already know what it is.
Jaguar also claims that there are bodies in Beyonce and Jay's house, and that Jay had a hand in Aaliyah's death.
Publicly, Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well.
I'm going to pause it right there. Let's get busy, man. They say Puffy is the ringleader. You know what I mean? Jay-Z is his right-hand man and accomplice. But what about Beyonce? Beyonce has her hands tied in this too, more than a little bit and more than what we know, man. Seems like she helping orchestrate this catastrophe as well. I can't even talk. But come on, man. Beyonce's not so innocent, man. I'm telling y'all, she's not so innocent.
They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
I'm going to pause it right there. It's been said numerous of times that all them people that she just named linked up in some kind of way or have some kind of connection, man. We all know about Harvey Weinstein, and we already know about Epstein Island. We also know about Robert Kelly and his golden showers, pause. You already know what it is. And we know about Puffy. And like she said, it all ties back to the man Jay-Z, a.k.a. Sean Carter, man. And it's like I think he got more hand in this than Puffy, if you think about it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.
This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
She also said that these are all things that Diddy would be revealing in court once the trial starts, and that anybody who thinks otherwise just ain't paying attention.
If he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people.
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do.
I'm going to pause it right there. It also said that they just waiting for Diddy to drop them names, man. That's all. And I heard there was a lot of them, man. I mean, from superstars to athletes to politicians, man. What are we doing? This is crazy. Rick, you going there?
No, sir. Not me.
It's some nasty work, y'all.
Anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know.
The shocking allegations levelled at Sean Diddy Combs have burst the floodgates on salacious claims about an industry many people believe harboured a monster. Understandably, the internet's ablaze with claims about these events and whether other powerful figures were involved too. Well, last week I interviewed Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who's made claims about Diddy for years. Those claims had already received a lot of attention in the media across many platforms for many years. And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone's a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear.
I'm going to pause it right there. This right here is supposed to be a public apology from Piers Morgan to Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they sent him also a cease and desist, you know what I mean, to cut the interview or whatever it may be. But why would you do that if there was no truth to it? That's what I want to know. There's some nasty work and some BS. Nephew.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
I mean, really, if you wasn't so uptight and thought she was lying, you just let it rock. But no, it gotta be some truth to it. You already know what it is.
That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. But Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves. But now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. We apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
A lot of people, including Dame Dash, were not here for this, and Dame made it very clear in his recent interview when he was asked what his thoughts were on Jay sending Jaguar a cease and desist. He insinuated that Jaguar was telling the truth in that interview, and that if she was really lying, they would have shut her up with a lawsuit instead of a cease and desist.
Facts. I'm going to pause it right there. Like I was saying before, if there was no truth to what she was saying, they would hit her with the straight lawsuit. But now they just hitting her with the cease and desist, which is a warning, which telling you to please shut up. Basically, they trying to beg her to shut up. And Jaguar Wright ain't shutting up for nobody. Y'all already know. It's crazy, man.
In fact, he even went as far as bringing up the fact that Jay and his lawyer, Ben Shapiro, allegedly sabotaged his deal to sell his shares of Rockefeller, and that prior to dragging him to court, they didn't bother sending him no cease and desist. They just slapped him with a lawsuit right out the gate. Apparently, this is how Jay moves, and he only sends cease and desist when he knows the person he's sending it to has the receipts to defend themselves if it's a lawsuit.
Your thoughts on the alleged cease and desist Jay sent to Piers Morgan?
As a businessman and someone that has direct interaction with this particular individual, this lawyer, Alex Shapiro. Remember 2 years ago, I was selling my interest, my 1/3 interest of Rockefeller Inc., which the only asset is reasonable doubt, as an NFT. It was completely legal. The only thing that would make it illegal was if I was trying to sell everyone's. And that's exactly what Alex Shapiro, as a lawyer for Rockefeller Inc., did. Now, what's interesting about that is that lawyer never sent me a cease and desist. Because in essence, a cease and desist is just a warning letter. It's nothing.
I'm going to pause it right there. Just like Dame said, it ain't nothing but a warning. You know what I mean? To please stop. Just asking you nicely in so many words. But, I mean, Dame been there since the beginning. And then trying to shade him from his half of Rockefeller, man. Jay-Z be doing some underhanded work, man. That if you get him on top, I mean, he going to cut your throat, I think.
I have to send a cease and desist before you sue somebody. You just get right to suing. So my experience with this person is they never sent me a cease and desist. He just went right to court. I also know that that person accused me of doing something that I was not doing intentionally. So as you see where that case went, they threw it out. Because they accused me of putting it on the blockchain, as I said. And once it's on the blockchain, you can't take it off. It'd be right there. Then, yeah, that would have been wrong if I was doing that. But what it did do is it made it where it muddied waters and people wouldn't want to buy it. And while we were going to court with defamation, you know, even if you don't have any money for people to get, it still stops you from saying certain things. It still means that what you were saying was not true. There's no validity to it. A cease and desist is just a warning. But how come I didn't get sent the warning? And then again, as a businessman, I'm like, why would they do that? Like, why wouldn't they just sue him? Well, how come they haven't sued Jaguar? She's outside still talking.
He also went on.
I'm going to pause it right there. Let's get busy, man. Like I said before, this cease and desist, the Jaguar Wright is just basically a warning to tell her or to ask her, if anything, to please stop talking, because we don't want our business out there, which is crazy. It's all bullshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
You already know what it is. Come on, man. Like I said, if it was no truth to it, you would have no problem. Or just slapping them with the straight lawsuit like Dame said. Rick, you doing that?
No, sir. Not me.
You already know, man. This is crazy. Jay-Z do some underhanded stuff, yo.
to slam Jay for allegedly paying off TMZ to give him and Beyonce good press, and put up unflattering articles about people they don't like, including Jaguar.
So when I see certain people in the press, they all have the same narrative, it becomes obvious. Like TMZ, you make it obvious that you have a relationship with them, because you always make sure it's 100% of the time that whatever the narrative that they want, that's what y'all articulate. Y'all do it with me all the time. Y'all gave the man an interview. You didn't ask him any tough questions at all. And then it's always Charlemagne. I want you, Charlemagne, to name one time that you've been objective when it comes.
I'm going to pause right there. That's another fact, man. I ain't seen I'm just going to say it, a meat rider like Charlemagne the God. Pause. I mean, he just a yes man to me. That's all he is a yes man, man. Plain and simple, man. No hard questions in interviews or nothing. He just soft, bro. What are we doing? It's some nasty work, man. I'm telling y'all.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I mean, seriously, it's going to all come to the forefront. I'm telling y'all.
That team over there, like, it just seems too obvious. And then, you know, there's certain other people that just never ever ask questions, and just it seems obvious that they're saying what they're told, and they don't break down the logic. Calling TMZ, he obviously is calling the Breakfast Club. There's a narrative that they want out there, but I don't see why.
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She's got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying, if that's your question.
I'm going to pause it right there. This guy. Rock, talk to him.
Shut up, bitch!
I mean, seriously, Vlad TV, they say been hurting the black entertainment community for years. All he does is use black people for interviews and then destroy them at the same time. People don't like Vlad, that I've heard, and people don't trust Vlad as far as they can throw him, man, which is crazy. And he just tried to be down with the black culture so bad. He tried so bad. Rick, you mess with Vlad, bro?
No, sir! Not me!
I heard that was your man. But anyway.
People were not here for Vlad's dismissive tone, and they dragged him. Like this person who said, DJ Vlad needs to be looked at. Seriously. Calling Jaguar Wright a conspiracy theorist? Bro, everything she told us is unfolding right in front of our eyes. Always be wary of someone who labels another person as crazy.
I'm going to pause it right there. Right or wrong, true or false, yes or no. They was doing the same thing with Kanye. I mean, Kanye tried to warn us. There's a lot of people that try to warn us. Cat tried to warn us and still warning us to this day, man. What are we doing? Keep your third eye open, y'all.
Another person said, something is up with this Vlad guy. After listening to him here, I think he was involved in this stuff too. He's minimizing this way too much. But see, this wasn't the only time that Dame spoke up for Jaguar, because in another interview he had not too long ago, he was once again asked about his thoughts on Jaguar making international news and making the wild allegations that she made. And he said everything she's been saying is true. However, she sometimes adds a little more information than what's needed, just so people can pay attention and listen to what she has to say.
Well, even still, even if she add information, she giving more information than what she's supposed to. So that's telling you something right there. And like I said, her being in the industry for a minute, man, I mean, she had to know something, man, and had to be close to see something or hear something, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat.
He said some of the things that Jaguar says are things that he knows about, and he's been waiting to say them, but he was just scared to do it because folks would either think he was crazy or just hating.
Jaguar Wright being mentioned all over national news.
Well, the things that she's saying, You know, the thing about her is like sometimes there's a lot of truth to what she's saying based on my personal experience. I'm not going to say she's completely accurate all the time, but some of the things she said were things that I was actually thinking, but I was like, I could never say that because people were saying I'm hating.
And that's another thing, man. When people know something and then they finally come out and say it, like they say, they want to label you crazy or a conspiracy theorist, as they say, when they know you know what you're talking about. And the first thing is, if you come out with receipts, oh, their whole world come crumbling down, yeah?
Crazier about this whole thing is that Jaguar is actually one of the few people who stood 10 toes down behind Dame when Jay sabotaged him and dragged him to court. She revealed at the time that Dame played a bigger part in Rockefeller's success than what people actually give him credit for, and that he was the one who put the most amount of money into it.
Selling this Rockefeller piece. I think he didn't have a choice. And I think the feds want their money any which way they can get it. And I don't think Dame Dash is going to make $1 off of that deal.
I mean, he's given a third of reasonable doubt.
No, you got to understand there should be a lot more than that.
Yeah, it should be.
And guess what? He deserves a much bigger share for that album because he's the one that put up all the cash.
I'm going to pause it right there. That was also said when Rockefeller first started. Him and Jay-Z was trying to market, or he was trying to market Jay-Z, and they was bumping Reasonable Doubt out they trunk, man. And they said Dame put up the most money for that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Was it Dame or was it Jay that built Rockefeller to what it was? Y'all let me know.
Want to know what's funny? Why ain't he claiming what he paid for? Maybe because he can't say how he paid for it.
Hey.
Everything that Dame Dash did for that company, he did to bring his people forward. And while he was bringing it in with a wheelbarrow through the front door, Jay-Z was throwing it out with a shovel through the back.
I'm going to pause it right there. That is so true. When Rockefeller started to come to a head and come to the end, of his time in peak, before that, Jay-Z was doing some underhanded stuff, man. Some shady businesses behind Dame back. And that's supposed to be your man. So, all the cash that that Dame was bringing in, like she said, Jay-Z was taking it out the back door doing his deals behind Dame back, man.
By the time he stopped to count up everything he brought in that wheelbarrow, he didn't find out that Jay-Z had already shoveled it all out the back door before he got a chance to sit down.
And that's crazy, man. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. They call her a conspiracy theorist. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Before we get out of here, y'all make sure y'all smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, drop a comment. It's me. I'm out here, y'all, and I'm lone wolfing it. Just to let y'all.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking